Hey, so I got a little update about this electric skateboard. The battery came in like I thought it would, pretty fast. I'm gonna show you the battery, and then surprisingly the motors came in like the next day after that. So everything's here except for a few small parts which I'm missing, and I'm actually having trouble finding them um, in America. They have them all over Europe and everywhere. China, you can order them online, which I did already. So there might be another week or two before I get one little small part just to run this thing. But let me show you what came in. So we have the 10S5P, meaning there's a series of the Samsung Q30s, I believe. A series of 5 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 of these. 5, 5, 5, 5. Connected in a series, I believe. And then connected to the BMS from FlipSky, which includes the charging port, or connected to the charging port. This, again, I'll link his website, Pelican Bay. He makes the batteries fresh to your liking. If you send him, I sent him my battery box, and he built it to fit in there with everything else. Had a lot of extra room. He actually asked me if I wanted to add some more cells, make it a 80 cell battery, but I already spent too much money, so I'm okay with this, and I'm sure this is more than enough power for me. But yeah, we'll find out once that's done. The ESC, the dual ESC, I actually, the second the motors came, I was so anxious to just mount them. So I mounted them. There is an issue with the motors, which is a very common thing, but I have to see what the options are. The issue is the shaft is touching the wheel because this is an all-terrain wheel. So the shaft is touching the wheel. The one thing that I read was to just cut the wheel, cut the shaft of the Dremel. I just want to see what all my options are. It actually looks, these motors are huge, by the way, compared to the, I mean, it's really hard to see on camera, but I mean, these things look like little tiny motors compared to these giant motors here. Yeah, so I'm missing the pulley, the 15-tooth pulley that goes over here. I was just going to take the other pulley, I think this is 66-tooth pulley in here from my GTX. I was going to take them from here and put street wheels on this. If I like street wheels, I'll keep them. If I don't like street wheels, then I'll buy another set of pulleys. But yeah, I'm happy with everything. It's just things that there's a lot of small things that I need to wait for now that I should have thought of. The next step is just see where everything fits. Thank God the wires are all long enough to reach the ESC, so I don't have to build new wires. Yeah, and after that, then the next step will be to drill some holes in the deck to mount the battery cover. And there's the FlipSky remote V2. And yeah, that should be it, hopefully. Oh yeah, I got the inner tubes. A little update on that. I put the wheels on, got the inner tubes. Something really cool is this board actually does have quite a bit of flex in it. Maybe not as much as this, but I feel like it's brand new. Maybe it has to be built in. So I will update you one more time, I guess once the battery enclosure is in, maybe after I fix the shaft on the motors. I will give you another little update. Oh yeah, and the belts. For my research with this setup, I had to order 385 millimeter belts, which was again very hard to find. I found a website in America who had them pretty cheap. They were like $4 each. So let's see what they are. I ordered them, and yeah, we are good to go. I will update you soon. Okay, so I finished attaching the enclosure now. I'm pretty it was actually kind of quite a bit of time because the bends in this board are very curvy, and once I drilled the holes, after I drilled the holes, it was not matching up perfectly, but luckily that enclosure has a little stretch to it, so worked out good. Got the screws beautiful, nice and flush, just like on the GTX. That was fun. And here it is. And this thing is heavy for some. Well, I mean, the board originally is probably heavier than GTX. The battery is definitely heavier than the GTX. But that's about. And the motors. The motors are probably another big difference on this. But yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty much ready to ride. Technically, if I wasn't patient and I just wanted to ride this board, I could swap everything from. I would have to do the motors because that's I think I got. Well, this is an 8mm shaft, and I know that's less than 8mm, so I would have to swap the whole. I could just swap the trucks, the whole battery. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna wait. All I'm waiting for now is my pulley, which is coming from America, coming in from the States, so it should be here soon. I'm sorry, my belt. 2 belts. My pulley, 15-tooth pulley, is coming. I ordered it from Flipsky, which I think it comes from the UK. What else? And then I have to shave these shafts down and program the VESC. And then this thing is ready to ride. So yeah, just waiting on those parts. And in the meantime, as soon as, well, tomorrow apparently the weather's supposed to be beautiful finally, I will be taking this one out. And my daughters actually love riding these, so I know they're never gonna let me probably ride this one. They're probably gonna ride this one all the time. But okay, cool. I will update you next when those parts come in. I'll probably just program that VESC on my own time, and we'll go from there. See ya.